Going live. Thursday night live. What's going on? Who's up first tonight? Fisherman 83. Yeah. Yeah, I saw your post there. Went to hit the sales today, huh? Hey, Jackson. How's it going, buddy? Did you get any good deals at the spring? What do they call it? The Spring Fishing Classic? Hey, what up, man? John Gill's in the house. How you doing? Jackson, did your dad buy you a bunch of stuff? Or does he make you earn it? Does he make you get your own? Few more reels. And Jackson, a rod. Nice. Oh, Landon's going to be jealous. He's hunting for a rod. He sent me a deal on a couple of cool rods. And no, a couple of cool reels. And they were on eBay for like $1 each and on an auction. And he was like, I hope they last. I can just about bet they did not last. There's Dalen. That's Landon's buddy. Bruce, what's up, Bruce? You can give me a shout anytime, man. Give me a call. Still got my number? Hey, John. How you doing? Yeah, right on, Bruce. What have you been up to? I talked to what's her name the other day. She was saying things are still going good at Rotary. Rocco Gentile. Haven't seen you in a while. Jackson earns his money and dad. Yeah, good. Got an SLX reel and a St. Croix Bass X. Dude, he went all out, man. Sweet. Yeah, Valerie, right, Bruce. I don't know why her name slipped my mind. I see her every Sunday. No, I heard Joe's getting surgery. What up, Eric? Dad bod. How you doing, man? John, you're right, man. That's a sweet combo Jackson's got set up with there. Right on. Yeah. How about that crappie, man? I went bass fishing and caught some amazing crappie. That was really fun. Yeah, I saw a post that Joanne's having surgery. 24-inch northern pike. Dude, the first time I went and caught a pike, I was up at Lake of the Woods, and we hired a fishing guy to take us walleye fishing, and we caught a pike. Man, he hates those pike. He's like, I think he called them trash fish. Those are trash fish. We don't want that. I'm like, man, I like catching trash fish. Those things are powerful. I think my best trash fish is like over 50 inches. Not at the moment, Bruce. Hey, Walt, how's it going, man? Rocco, I hope you caught your first bass of 2021, because if you just caught your first bass of 2020, that's a sad year, buddy. Oh, man. Bruce is clearly not a fisherman. You see his question there? He's looking at my Ned hat. My Ned hat. He's asking, who's Ned? Ned is Ned Katie. He's an old guy that lives in Kansas, in northeastern Kansas, and he's a famous fisherman who created a technique with a few of his friends that has become very, very popular, and they call it the Ned rig, named after him. Get your fish on. No, I did not watch it today. I am intrigued by the NPFL, though. I think it's an interesting concept, and it seems like that fishing league is all about trying to help the anglers financially succeed, which is a different strategy for sure. See there, Bruce, Dad Bod Angler just grabbed some robo-worm Neds today because Ned fishing. I don't know. You may not be able to see the Facebook comments. I don't know. I can see the YouTube and the Facebook comments. I don't know if you're on Facebook. You may not be able to see the YouTube comments or vice versa. So, what does the Ned rig look like? The Ned rig is just a little tiny worm, a little stick worm on a little jig head. I know how I can show you the Ned rig. I can pull it up on the internet and show you a picture of it. Okay, there we go. I'll share my screen here, Bruce, so you can see what a Ned rig looks like. See that little thing right there? Looks like a little red head with a hook and a little worm. That is a Ned rig. It's what they call the ultimate in finesse fishing. Oh, dude, Chuck, I've watched that video 100 times. That guy is fascinating. He has become a one-trick pony, master of the Ned rig like you would not believe. Jan, hola, how you doing, man? You'd see more comments on the YouTube channel. I don't know if I can put my YouTube link in here or not. I'll see if I can. Mr. Bass, did you say you kayak fish? If so, what kayak do you use? I absolutely kayak fish. In fact, that crappie that I posted on Instagram, I was in my kayak when I caught that. I have a Hobie Pro Angler 14. Hey, Trevor, how you doing, man? Yeah, I didn't know you wanted a bass fishing trip, Bruce. Where down there at Table Rock? Let me see if I can get I don't know if they let you share links on here, but I'll see if it lets me share. There's only one way to find out. I will. There's a link to my channel there, Bruce. You can see if that works. Hey, Jeff, how you doing, man? Great. I'm glad you got it. I'm going to have to figure out how to give you guys better prizes up in Canada because your postage costs more than the lure does. Oh, man. You got to love it. I don't know if it's your postal system or our postal system. When you send across the border, it's probably a combination, but I think the cheapest I can get something to Canada is $15, like $14.95. Oh, sweet. Yeah, there's a lot more comments on YouTube. How about that, guys? We got a guy with a suit and tie on in the comments. Bruce is a good friend of mine. We've been friends for years and years. But I didn't know he was a fisherman. Yeah, stickers, Jan. The stickers are cheaper. What's crazy is Puerto Rico is much further away, but because Puerto Rico is a U.S. territory, same price as anywhere in the U.S., so that's pretty sweet. Man, I gotta shout out to old C Big Hill. You guys know, sorry, you guys know that he donated a bunch of stuff to the channel, including the lure, or including the reel we're giving away. We're giving the old the smoke away on Saturday night. He sent me a ton more tons more tackle today. So pretty crazy. Man, I'm sure I would, Bruce. Anybody that fishes, I like hanging out with them. Huh, that's too bad, Jan. I mean, look at all this stuff that C Big Hill sent. More 13 fishing worms. Yamamoto, Ned worms. Zoom Finesse. Yum Genie worms. The Pit Bull. One of you guys won one of those a while back. Several Pit Bulls. Divine shaky worms. And you know you guys, I've been talking to you about the Rick Clun jerk baits. He sent some of those. How about that? He sent some Booyah swim jigs. Dude, it just goes on and on. 6 cents lures. Yozuri jerkbait. Lucky Craft jerkbait. Berkeley jerkbait. Bad Mamas. He sent another 30 pack of Yum Dingers. Remember, he sent those and somebody won those. He sent fishing line and some braid. Look at this. He sent 3 of these Sabil floating frogs, the pout frog. Man, this dude keeps us loaded. Z-Craw Juniors, Speed Craws, spinnerbaits, War Eagle spinnerbaits. Man. Guggen spinnerbait. Oh, pure poison. I don't think you can get these anymore. That's the Strike King chatterbait. He sent some Arashi crankbaits. Man, more stuff there I didn't even show you. This dude says, I'm going to send you a few lures. Heck yeah, thanks, man. He sent 2 huge boxes. Unbelievable. Yeah, Dad bot, I don't know. But, you know, I take these lures he sends and I put them in the bucket. So, yeah, need to thank old C Big Hill because he sure helps out. Yeah, Bruce, I think that's pretty cool too. It was like that when I bought it, but it's a nice. This is actually what this setup here is. It's a big bar area, you know, and nice big countertops and shelving. But you know, Bruce, I'm not a drinker, so I don't need a bar. I don't use a bar for anything. So I turned it into my fishing studio. What up, Trey? Yeah, I heard the neighbors might be disappointed when we moved in here several years ago because I guess the previous owners were pretty big entertainers and they'd have a bunch of wine tastings and stuff over here during the week. Man, I shut all that down. Not that I was trying to be cruel, but I don't drink at all. So they'd probably be shocked if they came down here to the wine tasting area and it was full of fishing tackle. Have I thrown the Booyah Squelcher buzzbait? Heck yes, Dad Bod. That's my favorite buzzbait. I love that thing. In fact, I did a video. If you go look at one of my fishing videos, I had a morning where I was just slaying them on that Squelcher buzzbait. You ought to go back and watch that. It's the bomb. It is a great buzzbait. No, I have not been steelhead fishing, Eric. Sorry, buddy. I'm telling you, you know how I got into that Squelcher buzzbait? It was in one of the Monster Bass boxes, I think. It was in one of the monthly boxes. I'm pretty sure it was the Monster Bass box. Because in that box came the Squelcher buzzbait. It was summertime lures. It also had that Yappa Rat in there. And I can tell you, Yappa Rat is not something I would buy just looking at the thing. And I was amazed how well it caught fish, too. But I started throwing that Squelcher buzzbait. Man, it was lights out. I don't gamble, Bruce, but look, I got a wheel where you can win. Of course, you don't pay to win, so there's no gambling really. Eric has probably been up to Ash. No, that's something else. I don't know. It must be somebody else having a conversation going on there. Yeah, you know, I've heard, Eric, that if you get the steely wiggle warts, that the steelhead love those things. And some of these chrome colored wiggle warts. Let's see, I got one here. Like here's a chrome. This is a short wart, but same principle. Blue back, chrome sides. I've heard these work pretty well for the steelheads, and that there's a lot of guys that still fish with these for steelheads. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me, John. Yeah, I guess Henry was on a different track there. Yeah, this is a fishing channel. Well, Bruce, I'd be open to doing it. I can't imagine it would actually interest them, but I definitely will talk fin with them. There's no doubt about that. How's my buddy Albert doing? I haven't seen him in quite a while. Right on. Here's another funny thing I got, guys. One of my friends gave this to me the other day. Have you ever seen this? This is old. The frustrated fisherman's tear apart stress doll. Not that I'm a collector of dolls, but this is for the frustrated fisherman, stressed out by lost lures, tangled lines, and finicky fish. Then take out your frustration by tearing apart this well-equipped but typically luckless angler. Once you calm yourself back down, you can Velcro him back together until the next trophy-sized big one gets away. Dude, can you believe this thing? Who would buy this? The frustrated fisherman's tear-apart stress doll. You mad? You frustrated? No big deal. Just tear the head off of this guy. Look, here he is all torn apart. Oh, wrong side. Jeez. I guess there's a frustrated hunter doll, too, that was made. This thing was made in like 1990. Yeah, 1990. Is that crazy or what? Here's another picture. Tear apart stress doll. Well, after my Lake of the Ozarks tournament, I could have used that thing. Oh, man, John, you're going to have to wait to see. I'm definitely using that as part of the channel. No doubt. Looks like something you'd find at Cracker Barrel. Man, you are absolutely right, Dad Bod. This looks like a Cracker Barrel special. No doubt about it. Crazy. I did terrible on the Lake of the Ozarks tournament this last week, Bruce. That's why I was saying I could have used that frustrated fisherman doll. More than half the field didn't catch a single fish, and I was one of them. Oh, N5 KD's here. What's up, man? What's your favorite big bait on the wall? That's kind of funny because people ask me about what's your favorite bait or what's your favorite technique, and it's really hard to have a favorite because it depends, you know. What's the entry fee for a co-angler? $550, Curly Q. So it depends on certain times of the year, you know. What I'll tell you which lure I'm most excited about trying is the PB rat. This one here. I haven't tried this rat yet, and I really want to try it. I think it's going to be really fun. But I don't, you know, I don't know about was Lake of the Ozarks one on an A rig? Yes, Chuck, it was. It was one on an A rig. Good question, Bruce. Look, Bruce brings up a good question, guys. I think the answer to this question is Bruce is kicked out of the club. That's got to be the only correct answer. He joined the club today and he's already been kicked out. Really, it only took 20 minutes. Yes, I agree. I really do agree with that statement. Yeah, A-rig and jerkbait. The guy who won the tournament won, he had over 20 pounds all 3 days, 62 pounds or 61 pounds. All 3 days, he was out in deeper water, fishing brush piles with an A-rig. And he did that all 3 days. And they say he went back to the same brush pile every day. And not only did he go back, he went to the same brush pile and it just kept reloading for him. The guys I was fishing with were fishing shallow, unfortunately. So the A-rig just did not work in 3 feet of water, 2 feet of water. Yeah, right on, Dad Bod. See, Bruce. Dad Bod knows what he's talking about, and he's one of our best students here. He's a straight A student. You could learn a lot from him. Or Eric. Eric also is extremely smart, as you can see here. I agree with you. I agree with Randy, Curly Q. I think for tournaments, it should be banned. You know what I would love to see? I would love to see a pro tournament with the KVDs and the Mike Iaconellis where they don't use any electronics at all. No electronics. You just get in your boat and you go fish like old school, like they used to years ago, and see how they did. You would see some changes in the leaderboards. Big time. Big time. Yeah. This is a good deal. You know, there are certain lures out there. John brings up a good point here. There are certain lures that it doesn't matter if they're sponsored or not, all the pros have them, and Megabass jerkbaits is one of them. It doesn't mean that sometimes other jerkbaits work, but what do you guys think? Speaking of intuitive angling, that's Randy Blockett. I saw Randy at the tournament, by the way, Curly Q. He was on the ramp the last day of practice. He was at the same ramp that I was at and was loading his boat the same time as me. So I stopped him, said hi to him. I asked him. I asked him to, what he was doing and how things are going, and of course, he wasn't going to tell me any techniques because the tournament hadn't started yet. No electronics on a 1 or 2D unit. That would be awesome. Maybe give him some flashers, and that's it. But he brings up a really good point there. His channel, he talks about a lot of interesting stuff, and a lot of it I agree with, and some of it I don't. One of the things I don't agree with him on, because when you talk about baits that everybody has in their box, other than Randy, every pro has a jackhammer in their box. Every pro is throwing a jackhammer. Why? Because they want to pay $16? Nope. Because it works. But he was saying, he did a video where he said, I won't throw a jackhammer. There's no way I'm going to pay $16 for a jackhammer because these $4 ones work just fine. And they do work. But I guarantee you there's certain times where that jackhammer will outfish a regular chatterbait like you can't even believe. And I know the fish have become more conditioned to the jackhammer. They don't work nearly as well as they used to when they first came out, but they're still amazing. And I just don't agree with the fact that There's just some lures that are better. They just are. What's up, Nathan? How you doing, man? Yeah, you can, John. There's no question about that too. And I actually was telling my friends this the other day. He says absolutely no way will he pay top dollar for a chatterbait or a jackhammer when a regular chatterbait works fine. Yet what's he push? $25 jerk baits. If he was following his same logic, there's no way he would fish a $25 jerk bait, no matter how well it works, because I got an $8 one right here that catches fish just fine. Right? So that's funny logic. That's fuzzy logic. I mean, I'm not disparaging him by any means. I know why he throws mega bass expensive jerk baits. He gets them for free. He's sponsored by them. And knowing his personality, he is a frugal guy. You can tell he's probably he does not waste money. He doesn't spend money on a lot of frivolous stuff. So my guess is if he weren't sponsored by Megabass, he might go to something cheaper. Interesting logic, though. Okay, here's something I thought we could talk about. How many of you guys keep track of how many fish you catch? Right on, Dad Bod. Sneak into Zaldane's garage. Not that I know of, Curly Q. I don't own a Megabass Vision 110. The 6 cents provoking jackals work too good for me. Yeah. I hear you, man. Me too, Frank. And I have quite a few. Obviously, I've shown you guys. I've bought a lot of them, but I'd have a lot more if they were giving them away. Because they work. You can't, I mean, I'm not, it's like the jackhammer. The jackhammer works, so does the Vision 110. So does the Vision 110 plus 1 and 110 plus 2. They work. Oh, you're my kind of man, John. I used to do this. I don't do this anymore. But for 2021, I'm going to keep track of how many bass I catch for the year and then let you guys know how it's going. So you guys know I didn't catch much at Lake the Ozarks, but how many bass have you caught so far this year? Have you been keeping track? I have caught 44 bass this year so far. Man, I'd love to get some Lucky Craft for $6, Frank. That's a good deal, buddy. So if you feel like playing along, keep track of your catch this year. We're still early in the fishing year. In fact, you guys up north may not even be fishing yet. Keep track of your fish. Let's see who catches the most fish by the end of the year. I'm saying bass. You can't say just fish in general, because you know how easy it is to pull up to a brush pile and catch 30 crappie at one time. So we're going to have the bass catching competition. Mr. Bass. Right on. 44, that's right. I've been adding them up. Really? That's interesting. Tyler's reel is, he's keeping track too? Keeping track of how many bass he catches in the year and has set a goal for 1,000. He's at 74 right now. That's cool. I think I can catch more than 1,000. They're starting to warm up here. The water is warming rapidly. The day's getting longer. The fish are starting to eat. They are starting to eat. Yeah, that's almost cheating, Dad Bod. That Texas lake down there, it is on fire. It's crazy. Hey, Brent, how you doing, man? It is on fire for sure. Yeah, that's another thing, Frank. White bass don't count. Same thing, man. I've had days where you could catch 100 white bass in one day, easy. So I'm talking largemouth spots, smallies. Really, you guys up north, once the smallie fisheries open up, you could easily crush me because you can catch so many smallmouth in a day. No, Bruce, I do not know Dave Lowe. Okay, Saturday night, our 8 o'clock live stream is when we're giving away the KVD reel. So I'm going to give a few questions Saturday night before I give the reel away to give somebody the last chance to get in the drawing. Sorry, Christopher. Do. Lake area, crush the smallmouth up there. Of course, man. And not only do you crush them, they're giants up there. That is so much fun. Both of my local lakes. Oh, yeah, nice. Florida strain bass get pretty big. Man, Jeff, I'm jealous. That is a great place for fish catching, especially April. I bet April's a great time of year. Eric, the KVD reel is a righty. There was another lefty on last week that asked that. Sorry, but it is a right-handed reel. Aaron, I have never fished the Savage Gear 3D snake. I looked at it. It looks crazy. And you know, a bass will eat anything on top water. They'll eat a duck. They'll eat a spider. They'll eat a frog. They'll eat a snake. So I'm sure in the right conditions, you could catch bass with the 3D snake. ZB, what color plastic should I use? Pond fishing's been bad. What's the water like? Is it clear or is it stained, muddy, dirty? That's going to determine what color plastics you should use. Would you rather figure out to fish for what would you rather figure out to fish first time, a lake or a river, on a boat or a kayak? I really think kayak fishing in rivers is really fun. It may not be the easiest thing to do, but sometimes it would. Stained muddy water. Okay, if you're in stained muddy water, then exactly what N5 KDA is saying. Black and blue, June bug. You want really dark colors. If your super dark colors aren't working, then you could try something really bright. But for the most part, if the water's clear, you should be throwing more natural colors like watermelon, watermelon red, green pumpkin, stuff like that. If you're in really muddy, stained water, you need to give them a profile that they can see, and black and blue is about your best bet. Dadbot's saying methylate, and that might work. Chartreuse pepper might work as well. If you're really if your blacks and your black and blues aren't working, would you say Texas rigs and Ned rigs, or more towards jigs? Well, this time of year, jigs work fine, but you're going to catch more fish on a worm. You always are going to catch more fish on a worm. You will catch bigger fish with a jig, but you'll catch more fish on a worm. And a Ned rig, is just a tiny worm. So I wouldn't mind. I would recommend you starting with a finesse worm. Like one of the things I've been catching a lot of my fish on this week have been the Ned rig and the 4-inch Zoom finesse worm. So that would get you started. The jigs definitely work in the colder water. That you'll catch fish though. Kind of like what Chuck's saying. Same principle though. Throw a black and blue, a really dark jig. What I do, if it's real muddy, I'll put rattles on the jig as well, and go from there. I would not throw dark sleepers in really muddy water. Dark sleepers are a visual lure. They really need to see that bait. Man, donk. Fishing with Henry and Remy. Red Cranks just got a 9-pounder on the Mega Bass S Crank 2.0 and Fire Craw. Dude, nice. Mop jig. Chuck, I wonder how many guys even know what a mop jig is. That's old school. Mop jig is a living rubber skirted jig, and the skirt is huge. It's really big. It's a pretty cool jig, but not a lot of guys throw the mop jig anymore. Just the smart ones, right, Chuck? Nathan throw a cast net. That's funny. Okay, I got some things I got to do tonight, so I'm not going to be on as long tonight. I'm going to go ahead and do the question because, on Thursday nights I give away just one prize, and I told you guys I'm giving away this one tonight. This is that Ozark Trail I was telling you about. That's amazing for the price. So, and it's got a couple of tackle boxes in there too, tackle trays that come with it. So I'm going to ask you one question. This should be easy if most of you guys have been on my live streams, because I told you guys this little fun fact about me in on one of the live streams. I'm not going to give you a hint. That's all I'm going to tell you is so here's the question. If you want to win the backpack, This is a simple question. It should be easy for somebody. The question is, growing up, how many kids were in my family? Bing. That's it. I told you guys this. We'll see who remembered. John Gill's always going to remember. Somebody else beat John Gill. John Smith is first. He got it right. John Smith, you won. Now, why did you guys let John Smith win, man? He's in Canada. I'm going to have to ship that thing to him. John's sharp. Both the Johns are sharp, man. They don't mess around. Congratulations, John. You are the winner. 12 kids, boys and girls. 12 kids. Man, John Gill, you would have gotten it wrong, but you should have tried, because I'm not excluding the Canadians. I'm just complaining about it. That's all. Gabe, that's a great backpack, and it's very affordable. You should give it a try. You should give it a try. Yeti Whispers finally joined us, man. I'm only going to be on for about an hour tonight, Yeti Whisper, because I got a lot to do for tomorrow. And I still got to ship out all those prizes you guys won on Saturday night. I still haven't put them in the mail, and there's a couple of guys itching. Yeah, I don't know if the wind was terrible yesterday and the day before. Let's see, what else was I going to show you guys around here? Oh, I was going to tell you, I'm going to if I get a phone signal, I'm going to do a live stream out on my kayak while I'm fishing. I thought some of you guys might like that. It's going to be strange, obviously, because I'll have to be controlling the boat, and I'll be trying to read your comments on my phone. So I don't know how well that's going to go, but I'm thinking about trying that. I thought that'd be fun. The other thing, I'm going to do a premiere video on a big unboxing video I did a while back. I thought I posted it, but I was going through my videos and I think I never posted it. It was a big wigglewort. Hey, speaking of wiggleworts, Mike Senior got a few wiggleworts on clearance today. Right on. Anyway, it's a fairly long unboxing video. It's about 35 minutes long. So I'm going to do that one as a premiere. You guys know what a premiere video is. There'll be a chat deal on the side, so you guys can chat along with me during the unboxing on that. We can talk about the lures. You guys liked talking about the lures when we did the rattle trap video, so I'm going to do that again. See ya, N5 KDA. Have a good one, man. Thanks for hopping. Yes, I'm drawing the winner for the reel on Saturday night. John Gill asks. Saturday night. So we're gonna do one of those live whatever premieres where we can talk about those lures, which should be fun, and we'll go from there. Mrs. Bass is getting out of control. She's giving away all kinds of information. All right, so we're doing that. I talked about the fish thing. I hope you guys start keeping track of your fish. I want to see how many you're catching. That will be fun. I thought I had something else I was going to show you guys, but I don't know what it was. I've got more of those backpack videos coming out. You know, you guys were asking about some of those. I'll tell you what's coming up here. Let me go look at them here. Okay. I just some of you guys have been really wanting to know about the Mike Iaconelli backpack. That one comes out on March 13th. March 13th for that one. March 16th I'm doing a video on the Ego Fishing dry bag. That's a really cool dry bag. And then March 19th, I'm doing that review on that tackle, the tungsten vault that I talked about in the last live stream. And then on the 22nd is the Flambeau Portage pack. And on the 25th is the Spider Wire backpack. That's all I got on the calendar right now. On the actually I got one more. On the 28th, I've got the Lure Lock tackle bag. It's called the Lure Lock Pack. And it's kind of cool. It comes with 5 of those Lure Lock sticky tackle boxes, which is pretty cool. So that's what's coming out on the videos. And then I got a couple of fishing videos I'm going to post in between all that. Mr. Bass, how am I drawing the winner for the reel on Saturday? It's a surprise. You'll have to wait to find out. Yeah, I do, Frank. My Instagram and my Facebook both are Mr. Bass TV. Mr. Bass TV. It's the same on Facebook and on Instagram. I don't know, Jackson. I can't guarantee it. Yeah, same thing on TikTok, Mr. Bass TV as well. I don't do a ton of stuff on there, but I do put stuff on there. Yeah, Fisherman 80, one of those. The Plano Edge terminal box today. There's a lot to like about it for sure. I've got the 3600 one. I don't have the N. I think the 37 makes more sense. The 36 is just almost too small for me. Are you still video comparing the Lucky Craft and Monster Bass multi-species? Yeah, I did it today, actually. Well, I did it yesterday. I when I got home tonight, I got it edited. So It's ready to go. I'll probably post it tonight. It's the Lucky Tackle box, panfish box versus the Monster Bass multi-species. And you're right. Good speed, 79. I did say I was going to post it, and I am. I got it ready to go. I'm telling you, that Monster Bass box this month was really awesome. Awesome. You guys got to see it. What? Can you believe Christopher Shoe's asking me this question? How many times have we talked about this? What do you guys what would be my answer about this? Guys, what's my answer? Tell Christopher Shoe what my answer is about the dark sleeper. Oh man. Dude, I love the dark sleeper. It's one of my favorite lures. John Smith, I don't know my favorite color because somebody asked me this before. They're all called Japanese names. I can't remember those Japanese names. I could just show it to you, but I don't know what the thing's called. I don't know why they do that. Why they can't say sexy shad. You know, we know what a sexy shad is. Or bluegill. So I can't tell you my favorite color. Hey, Daniel's got the right idea right here. He caught 44 fish on the dark sleeper this year. Just about. I actually haven't. I did throw it last week, but didn't get any bites on it. But man, it's an amazing lure. Christopher Shoe, are you asking because you love throwing the dark sleeper, or you're thinking about buying the dark sleeper? Because if you're thinking about it, do not hesitate. It is a great swim bait. Yeah, it's not the Donko color. Believe it or not, John Smith, I know what the Donko is. That's got a lot of black in it. And that's not my favorite, but I have some of those. And I think in certain areas, the Donko probably works good. Yeah, dude, dark sleeper. Now, the best way to fish the dark sleeper is on the bottom, by the way, if you're trying to fish it. If you fish it up in the water column, I don't think you'll have as good a luck as if you fish it on the bottom. Chuck, my favorite size on the dark sleeper is probably that 3/4 ounce. They make several sizes. I throw the half, the 3/4, and the 1 ounce, and I tend to like the 3/4 the best. No problem. Good speed. I will definitely post it tonight. Yeah, man, I can't wait till the old dark sleeper. The water temps are just about right now, I'd say, in my part of the woods. Once you get in that 50-degree range. But man, I was throwing them in like 40-degree water and I couldn't get bit on them. I thought I would because a lot of times the swim bait will work in really cold water. I threw it down at Lake of the Ozarks some. Didn't get bit on it. So, yeah, the secret's out, Chuck. Everybody knows about them now. Clint, man. Clint literally got on right at the 1 hour mark, and I've already told everybody I'm closing down at an hour tonight. Clint's timing is perfect. Seems like the last few shows, about the time we're wrapping up, Clint hops on, says, I'm here. He's too busy riding the bulls and roping the steers and all that stuff to be on a fishing show. Dang, Daniel. Sorry to hear that, dude. Nothing more depressing than driving to the lake and it's frozen. That is definitely a sad day. How's your hookup ratio on the Dark Sleeper? It's been great, John. It really has. Right on, Mike Senior. Blackhawks have a cool logo. Cool team name. For sure. Clint's going to the airport in the morning. Where are you? Which show are you? Which show are you emceeing this weekend, Clint? I don't think they will, John, if you're talking about the Dark Sleeper, because that's a Japanese-made lure. The Japanese companies are very particular about the manufacturing process, and when they found something they like, they stick to it. They definitely stick to it. Thoughts on losing 3 out of 5 of your offensive line? Dude, can you believe that? I was shocked. I mean, now granted, 2 of them are injured at the moment. So Eric Fisher and I can't think of his name at the moment. Mitchell Schwartz. But I thought they would at least retain one of them. I was really surprised to hear they let them both go. Okay, Chuck Hamilton. The way I fish the sleeper is I let it go to the bottom and I just slow reel it. I don't hop it. I don't bounce it. I just slow reel it. That's all I do. And what I've found is usually they hit it while as it comes off the bottom and it starts reeling up to the boat is when they hit it, usually. For me. I know some guys kind of do it like fish it like a jig and they'll hop it on the bottom and that kind of stuff. I've not really done that. I've heard that works, but I haven't had to do that, so I haven't. Night Fisher, Custom Baits. How's it going, man? Yeah, John, I knew what you were talking about. They're not called the Redskins anymore. They're called the football team, man. How original is that? They're the football team. I like old Alex Smith because of what he went through. He was a Kansas City quarterback, for a while, and he beat all the odds. I don't know if have they cut him though for next year. I don't know if he's going to be back next year. Mr. Bass, have you ever checked out Marling Baits? No, Eric, I have not. There's so many lure companies out there, man. I feel like I know most of them, and then I don't. So don't know them, man. Sorry. Oh, here's somebody that's not happy about it. Ugh. There you go. Ugh. Whatever that means. Doesn't look like he's too happy. Dadbod says he makes his own baits. Oh, he's a YouTuber that makes his own baits. Okay. Well, good for him. Oh, he's local to me, huh? Wow. Maybe I should get to know him. No, I don't know him. Do not know him. All right, so wrapping up here. Tonight, I'm going to post that comparison video if you want to see the Lucky Tackle Box versus the Monster Bass. Probably tomorrow, I will do the premiere tomorrow or Sunday. I don't know. Saturday is the live stream at 8 o'clock when we're giving away the reel. And that's all the news I got. Midwest Warrior baits are awesome. Handmade baits made by veterans. Nice. Yeah, 500,000 subs. I'd say he's not doing bad. Jeez. Christopher Shue. Shout out to Christopher Shue, man. He sent me a gift today. Some awesome lures as well. And really appreciate that, Christopher. Really appreciate the support. And pretty exciting. That was really fun. And I want to talk to you about those baits. I want to find out from you why you selected those lures, Christopher. Because that was I was looking through some of those and I was like, huh, this is interesting. I wonder why he picked this one. And like the wart, I think I know why you picked that one. But appreciate all the support, man. It means a lot. Hey, it wouldn't even be worth doing this thing if it weren't for guys like you guys out here on the live stream tonight. You're the peeps. Appreciate it. All right. We're going to wrap her up tonight. Looking forward to seeing you guys Saturday night for the live stream. And if I have a phone signal and the weather is good enough for me to fish this weekend, I will do a live stream out on my kayak. That'll be kind of fun for a few minutes anyway. All right, dudes, have a great night. Thanks again for hopping on and joining us. Appreciate it. And congratulations, John, on winning the backpack. Yeah, awesome. All right, dudes, until next time, we will see you later. We are ending in 3, 2, 1.